everybody, it's Patty here, the Alaskan Cross Stitcher. Today is November the 20th, 2023, and this is episode 246. On today's show, I have whips, I have a new start, and I have haul. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So how was everybody's week? Mine was pretty much back to normal. I am feeling so much better. I do have bouts of coughing, but I think I'm allergic to something because I noticed on Sunday that my husband, there was some kind of scent in his back area. I'm not quite sure what it was, but every time I went back there, I started coughing and sneezing. So I think I'm allergic to something back there. I have to figure it out because I don't want to be allergic to my husband. That's not good. Wednesday, I did go see my mom. I brought her lunch. We sat and talked for quite a while. She has a new roommate. She seems to be okay. She's the same as what she's always been. Her old roommate was able to move out of this nursing facility into an apartment style nursing facility because she can take care of herself. There is a place here not very far from me that will serve one meal a day, and the residents are required to feed themselves, clean themselves, and take care of all the daily stuff, and she can do that. She was just waiting for that to open up, so it did, and I'm happy for her, but I'm sad for my mom. Friday I went to knitting. I only stayed about an hour because I wanted to go over to Michael's to pick up some floss. So I knit with them for an hour and did that and came home. And that was a lot of fun. I missed the girls while I was not feeling well. On Saturday, we had the littles instead of Sunday. Their cousins were coming into town on Saturday, but we're not coming over to visit until Sunday. So instead of us giving up the weekend completely, my son asked if we could take them on Saturday, and I said, of course, I would love to have them on Saturday. That's fine. So they were here and played and ate and had so much fun, and I'm really glad that they're close to their cousins. That makes me very, very happy that they have cousins that they play with a lot. So yeah. That's about all that happened last week. So, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. I'm going to go ahead and jump into my new start since it's right here. I started a Christmas star by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is one I picked up last year and was going to start last Christmas and just never did. So, I put it on this 36 count Mirage, and it's not Picture This Plus. I think I got this from Garon Stitchery, and I don't remember what designer it is, and I'm really sad about that because I'd like to give the dyer credit for it, but I don't know what it is. But I'm really happy with how much I got done on that start. And this one will come out quite a bit the next 2 months. See how much I can get done in the next 2 months on this. Good grief. Okay. And this, what did I pull? I used the called for DMC, but then I pulled 2 flosses from Color and Cotton. One's Color and Cotton and one is Victoria Model Sampler. So the red and the green. And the 2 colors I pulled from my fancy floss stash. I also worked on ink circles, Get Crackin'. I am stitching this on a fabric flare, and it is a 36 count aqua linen by fabric flare. And oops, I worked my way down to where I could start working on the Kraken to see if I liked that reddish color that I picked for the Kraken, and I do. So let me show you that. So right here is part of the Kraken. This is part of the boat, and then two birds. I did notice that I was putting in more of a green tone when these were supposed to be blue. So there is, like, this was supposed to be a different color. It was supposed to be more of this purplish color. So I'm going to leave all of it the way it is, and I've changed the colorways to kind of match this better. Because this flag was starting to look really strange with the colors I had chosen before. So I pulled it all out and figured out that this lighter color actually should have been late numbers up here. And that dark blue like that should have been here. So I pulled that out. This green is supposed to be a different color, but I'm going to leave that green there for right now until I get more done, because it's mostly supposed to be a blue and not a green. There is a green in here, but there's actually only supposed to be one green. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is and continue working on it. And if I get to the point where I don't like that green, then I'll pull it out and put the appropriate color in there. So sometimes that is the problem when you pull your own colors. If you're not watching what you're doing, you could get the tones off. So, and I did. I got the tones completely off. But now that I've got this beautiful wall of floss, I just pull the DMC, bring it over, look, and see if I can find one that matches close enough. And then I do that. So I was happy with how that turned out. I worked on the Long Dog Samplers, Death by Cross Stitch. No, it's Death by Cross Stitch, and this is on 32 count bisque by Lakeside Linens. Yeah. Okay. And I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. I wanted to try to finish the lion, and I didn't. I just got that much of the lion done. So it was from like here down, and then the leaves on that flower off his tongue. So yeah. Okay. Ooh, I worked on another Christmas project, which is Red Christmas by Jardin Privé. And I am using a 36 count XJU Designs in Dirty Clothes. And I got some more of it accomplished. I wanted to work on more of the 3 colors just to see if I really am happy with how that's working out. And I think it's going to take more of the green to help me love this red. I did see somebody on Facebook was using 115, DMC 115, which is a, let me see, I think it's in this bunch here. Nope. No, it's right here. Okay. And oh, good grief. Sorry. One more time. Because I wanted to show you guys this red because it is a great red, I think. Yeah, right here. So somebody was using this of the multicolored red, and I really like it. But it's almost too much the same color as my multicolored red, so not going to go there. Let me get these off of here. I'll put those back later. But I am enjoying it, and I like the contrasts. I think it'll look really good once it's all done. But it's got to keep plugging along with it. But I did like hers because she was doing the whole thing. in 115. So she's not going to have any differentiating of the two reds. So, and it was looking really pretty. She did a really good job. I wish I had written it down because I think you guys would have liked to look her up. Okay. And then I worked on Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace on 32 count natural by MCG Textiles. And I actually moved the Q-snap because I finished, I finished all the color over here, finished this part, and then started working up here. Oh, I still have a needle on here. So I started working on this green. So I'm really pushing to get as much of the green done before I start the wolf. But really, that's it. And then after I get this section done, I have all the gold colors to do in the back stitching. And for some reason, I haven't finished Santa's mouth. I still don't know why I've never finished Santa's mouth, but I haven't. So he's up there with no lips. But I am so jazzed about how much I got done on this and how much it's going. It's really going good. Okay. And I have run out of room up there, so down by my feet. Then I pulled out Autumn Dream, another cottage garden samplings. I'm stitching this on 36 count Sanguine by Weeks Dye Works. Where is it? There it is. And I worked on the big leaf right down there. So that's where this is at. And yeah, this one's coming along. I thought about working on the bird. I know I talked to you guys about that. And then I went, let's just work on some more leaf. Get another leaf done. There's really not that much more leaves to go. And then the leaves will be done, and then the bird will be going. And then pumpkin. So it's not a whole lot left of it, but there's a whole lot left of it. You know that feeling. The last thing I worked on, and I only worked on it for one day, is Boo. Gecko Boo by Gecko Rouge, and the artwork is by Sophie Bliss Kilpatrick. And I worked on this and got 500 stitches done. I do not like doing the diagonal the way I went back to my old diagonals. I like those much better. It was getting to the point where I was having a hard time figuring out if it didn't go like a couple of rows later, I had to count a lot more than if you just do it in the diagonal step. So I'm going to keep it in this diagonal step, and I think I'm going to just keep going until I go to where my magnifier, which I didn't bring it with me, as long as my magnifier can reach it, I won't move the Q-snap. I'll just keep going. But then we'll see. We will see, because I always seem to change my mind a lot. So we will see how that all goes. But a little bit every day, every week, this will get done at some point. So that, my friends, was all of my stitching for last week. My plans are just to stitch whatever I want to stitch with and have a new start, which is in my hand. It was also part of my purchase. Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm not buying any more patterns, because every time I say that, it bites me in the bottom. So I was really feeling some FOMO, which is fear of missing out, about this Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. I absolutely love it. I love the house. I love the pumpkin. I like the harvest bowl. I just love everything about it. So I went ahead and broke down and picked it up. I ordered all the colors but two that 1, 2, 3 Stitch had. So I just picked 2 colors out of my stash after I looked at the, does she give you, let me see. Yeah, she gives you the DMC equivalent. So I looked at the DMC, then looked in my stash of floss and picked out what was closest. So I have, instead of sarsaparilla, I have Victorian Model Samplings Oregon Trail. So that was a brown. And then it calls for burnt pumpkin. Where is it? Burnt pumpkin? Where did I put it? I'm sorry, it's here somewhere. Oh no, it was burnt orange. I must not have put this in alphabetical order because I can't find it. Okay, right here it is. And I decided to try fragrant cloves. So it was supposed to be kind of a pumpkin-y, darker, and I think that it does well with the rest of those colors. And I picked in 1, 2, 3 Stitch gives you a couple of ideas of fabric to use. So I picked the, since I like fabric on the whim, so fiber on the whim, I'm sorry, and this is an eggshell. So this is the fabric it's going to go on. And I'm going to start this probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't decided. Or maybe even Thursday. We're not having a big Thanksgiving. It's just going to be me and the hubs. So, yeah, I could just do this on Thanksgiving. And because we're having, he's either making roast or he's going to do chicken and dumplings. So I'm hoping he does chicken and dumplings. I'm not a big fan of turkey. I know, blasphemy. But yeah, it's just him and I really don't, we don't need a big turkey. We don't need all of the fixins. I do need to go and get us a pie because he did not get us a pie and I will have to do that. So that one is going to be a start. So the plans for the rest of this month is I'm going to work on those and I'm going to have another start. And my other start for the month of November will be Autumn Cloche by Hello by Liz Matthews. I pulled my own floss, picking it from DMC and going over and seeing if I could find an equivalent. So I did some DMC, some Victoria Mottos, some of the other different colors. I just chose all whatever looked good. And then I'm going to be working on Pardon Me by Fortnite Fabrics 32 count. So it's going to be this gray. So I think it'll look really nice. And I think it kind of matches really well with the fabric that the Autumn Cloche is stitched on. So, and that's going to be next week's start. And then, so next week when I talk to you guys, I will be telling you about my December plans, which I have some new starts there as well. So, you still have plenty of time to join me in my birthday start, which I have right here on my lap. And I will be starting the Heaven and Earth Design Magic Steady Rainbow version. And it is charted by Heaven and Earth, of course, and art by Rose Kahn. And I'm going to be doing this on a 25 count. I need to find it. I think it's in a drawer somewhere. So I have to find it again and get that all ready. But I have all of the colors. When I went to Michael's, I only had to buy 4. So that's only 3. There's the 4th one. I had to buy 4 flosses. So the rest of them are all ready to go. And I know some of them I'm going to have to add more. But for right now, I've got all of them done. So that's very exciting. And I will be starting this on January 3rd. So any Heaven and Earth design, I could say even any full coverage that you'd like to do. I hope that you will join me on my birthday stitch along. Okay, looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. So I hope that you're all staying safe, healthy, and happy. I hope that you all have a fabulous Thanksgiving if you are planning on celebrating. I hope that you are very happy and healthy, as I said before, and I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.